Today, I'm gonna have to give some of my characters a haircut, take them to the barbershop, show a little before and after transformation, but make sure you keep watching to see the process of how I draw different hairstyles, fades, and everything like that, but let's get started with the first guy. So right here is the first guy. I'm gonna give a cut and I'm gonna give him a drop fade. That's what we're gonna do. So let me go ahead and get started with this. Now, I'm gonna cut some of the hair off on the back of his head first. You know, just need to get that trimmed down a little bit since I am going for... I didn't mean to do that. If this was a real person, he probably would have swung on me. It's a good thing we got an undo button here in Procreate. I am gonna be cutting out part of the hair though eventually, so I guess that isn't that big of a deal. But let me get his hairline together and start to prepare to do this fade. Let me just up the opacity on this brush so I can just get more of this hair out the way and clear the space. I'm not gonna touch his beard yet, I'm gonna handle that later. But big thing I'm gonna have to do here is pull out my blending brush, the soft blend, to have his hair kind of fade into his skin, make it look like that. But only thing is when you do this, I feel like it makes it look too digitally, so I'm gonna add in a little bit more hair stubble. I'll try to zoom in too so y'all can see, but this is just so it looks a little bit more realistic, like it's actually hair and not just like super digital. Now I'm gonna gradually erase the hair till it starts to appear like the fade. Higher I go, the lighter the pen pressure, and lower is more, obviously, since there's less hair at the bottom. But let me get his hairline crisp. You know, I left some extra hair up here. Let me just get that out the way. But back in the day, man, I used to always make these barbershop drawing hairstyle videos. I never done them digitally though, it was just like always on paper. Aside from some like TikToks and shorts here and there, but this is like the first full video I made doing like a digital haircut. But I for sure gotta line up his beard real quick, get that together. I'm gonna give it like fade going into the beard too. No lie, I actually feel like a real barber right now. I don't know, I probably should have put on an apron before I started this. I can't forget too, I gotta go underneath his neck, get that hair out the way. I almost left that there. But same thing I did with his hair. I'm just gonna use my eraser to slowly like eat away at the hair, give that fade appearance. I'm using a hair stubble brush to erase too, by the way. His lineup isn't like connecting with his beard, so I'm gonna go like fix that real quick, it's annoying me. But there's still some like really crucial details I gotta add to like really make this come together to connect. I'm getting rid of some of the small pieces of hair that were sticking up, but y'all think I should cut more off the top or like leave it alone? Cause I was just thinking about it, you know, I haven't like touched the top of his hair. Another thing I have to ask y'all, you know, should I add in a little design? I know I always ask that when I draw hair, but what would the design look like? I don't know. Like, it's been a while since I drew designs in the hair, so back in the day, I used to go on like NBA 2K and scroll through the different hairstyles and designs and try to draw that on my characters. But man, you know, I gotta spray the alcohol on him. You know, I actually do gotta clean my screen, but here's the before and here's the after. You know, I'm gonna put up a quick time-lapse video showing you like everything I did real quick. But I got somebody else in the barbershop I gotta give a cut to, and I'm gonna try to make this one the best one yet, so we gotta get into that next. So my guy here, he's already in the seat and ready, so let me clean him up real quick. I'm gonna cut some of this hair on the top, but super important thing I forgot to mention, whenever I made these barbershop videos in the past, I would always ask like one question. You know, the question is, what hairstyles or cuts do you want me to include in the future videos? You know, because I was having a little bit of trouble like thinking of what cuts to include in this video. You know how sometimes the barbershops have that big picture with all the numbered different hairstyles you can get. I was looking at that. I was going on different websites trying to find something I could do. But I'm saying all that just to say, you know, please leave some suggestions in the comment section. That's it. But as you can see, you know, I just been lining him up, you know, getting rid of some of the hair stubble on top of his head. But here's the thing, I'm gonna have to zoom out real quick because similar to what I did with the first dude, I'm gonna have to give him a fade too. So I'm gonna get my blender out right here, the soft blend brush, and just blend the hair to his skin. And as I said earlier, it looks too digitalized. It doesn't look like hair at the moment. So let me sprinkle in some stubble in here to make it appear more like actual hair. And then once I get that look into, you know, how I picture it, of course, I gotta start erasing with a lot of attention on pen pressure. You know, super heavy pressure where I don't want there to be a lot of hair, and then light pressure where there should be more hair. I'm for sure gonna go in here and do another lineup real quick. It got a little, well, it doesn't look as crisp, so I'm gonna fix that right here, right now. I know the barbers though, they add in like the spray paint and everything to have it look like super crazy, like super lined up. Y'all think I should start doing that on my characters? I'm sure there's like a spray paint brush on Procreate. You gotta be somewhere. I could pull that out, you know. use it on his hair. But let me get this fade together for his beard. You know, that's super important. This is gonna make everything come together. But as I'm cutting away at this hair, man, another thing I forgot to ask y'all. The original barbershop videos I made drawing hairstyles, you know, they were on paper. I did them traditionally with marker and pencil. This one's obviously digital, and I gotta ask, you know, which version would you wanna see in the future? Because as you can see with the digital, I can kind of make it look like a little bit like an actual haircut. I obviously can't do that on paper, but I do think a lot of y'all like seeing me use like the markers to do the fades and stuff like that. So just let me know in the comments, like what you want to see. But there's some very, very crucial things I gotta add. Right now, I'm just using the brushes with a lot of stabilization to try to get this to look as neat as possible. Let me also cut away some of the hair sticking up I had over here. But listen, super, super important here. Probably the most important part. We gotta add the design in there. I like how that's looking, but you know, I got some hair dye. Do y'all think I should dye his hair real quick? I don't know how is it like. What color should I add to it? I don't know if I want to do that or not. I'm just, you know, testing some things out. I'll try to splash on some red to it, see how that looks. I don't know, but let me stop playing around and show you the before and the after, what we got right here. Of course, you know, let me know how I did, but if y'all want to see some more videos similar to this, I got them lined up right here. Y'all can check it out, but thank you guys for watching. New videos coming soon, and please subscribe if you haven't already.